Every attack you made wasn't just an attack, but a storm of destruction. Well, with Neriv, Heart of the Storm, leading the charge, this deck turns every combat step into an unstoppable force, multiplying your threats and sending waves of devastation across the battlefield. If you're ready to turn aggression into an art form, let's dive in. Neriv, Heart of the Storm has flying, and if a creature you control that entered the battlefield this turn would deal damage, it deals twice that much damage instead. This deck is all about maximizing combat damage through, well, extra attacks, creature duplication, and powerful anthem effects. The goal is to turn every swing into an overwhelming force that quickly snowballs out of control. Myriad floods the battlefield, while haste keeps the pressure non-stop. Together, they turn every attack into an overwhelming storm. With each attack, Anim Pakal generates more creatures, fueling Neriv's triggers and overwhelming opponents. Combined with Myriad and extra combat effects, this steady stream of token turns every swing into a relentless assault. Banshee of the Dread Choir. This one just doesn't attack, it spreads havoc across the entire battlefield. With Myriad, every swing means every opponent gets hit, fueling Neriv's triggers and keeping the pressure relentless. Blade of Selves. This one can turn any one creature into an army. Equip it to the right creature as long as it's not legendary, and suddenly one swing becomes an unstoppable onslaught. Bone-Cairn Butcher brings backup with every swing. Mobilize 2 means every attack creates, well, more tokens. And with those tokens gaining Death Touch, even the smallest creatures become deadly. Dialect Squadron. This one turns every attack into a relentless extermination. With Myriad, it multiplies across the battlefield, and thanks to its menace, blocking becomes a nightmare for your opponents. Duke Older of Ravenguard. This one turns any creature into a battlefield-wide threat. By granting Myriad and haste, he ensures that your best attacker swings immediately and hits every opponent at once. Elturel survivors charge in with overwhelming force. Myriad sends them at every opponent. Trample ensures that the damage gets through, and their power scales with each defender's lands. The longer the game goes, the harder they hit, making every attack a massive threat. Felden of the Third Path. This one keeps your threats coming back for more. By creating temporary copies of creatures from the graveyard, he ensures that your best attackers can keep swinging. Goldcolor Giza turns creatures into an undead army. Well, by sacrificing a creature, she floods the board with 2/2 zombies. You can use her to sacrifice a Myriad token, giving you some more creatures to potentially block with. No Warband, right? This one is a 5/5 with Menace and Myriad, making it a serious threat in multiple ways. Hammers of Moradin. This one, right, it's just another great Myriad creature to attack with, and it has the added benefit of tapping a potentially dangerous creature. Herald of the Host is a powerhouse that creates a token army every time it attacks. Paired with Neriv's ability, these little flying 4/4s become a lot scarier, dealing 8 damage instead. Legion Loyalty. Now this one takes your aggressive playstyle to a whole nother level. In this deck, there are quite a few creatures, well, with Myriad. This enchantment can give them another instance of Myriad. You can also use this ability to your advantage with other utility set pieces that aren't legendary. Athari, Sun's Glory, takes flight with flying, lifelink, and haste, making it a constant threat. Each attack adds an experience counter, creating more rebel tokens with every swing. The Master Multiplied is easily one of the best win cons in this deck. He himself has Myriad, but also the secondary ability is what can get your board state completely out of control. You don't have to exile your Myriad tokens at the end of combat. And guess what? If they live, they also have Myriad. Now, this one is a more expensive card. When I actually was originally creating this deck, this was before the Deadpool card got released, and it went up $5. But check your bulk bins, because a lot of people do have this card. Tiamat Fanatics and War Chief Giants are great creatures with haste and Myriad triggers, just helping the overall strategy. This next section is all about combat combos that really pair well with Neriv's ability. Combat Celebrant doesn't just attack, it rewrites combat itself. By exerting, it unlocks an extra combat phase, giving you even more opportunities to deal damage. Enduring Courage keeps the momentum going by giving haste and a power boost to new attackers. Every new creature that enters is ready to swing, and they swing harder, making Neriv's damage stack up even faster. Gisela, Blade of Gold Knight. This one doubles the pain for your opponent and halves the damage for you. With her on the field, your attacks hit twice as hard, while you only take half in return. Gold Knight Commander. This one just turns every creature entering the battlefield into a little bit of a power boost for your whole team. Gratuitous Violence. This one turns every hit into a crushing blow. It doubles the damage from your creatures, and it makes your combat phases even deadlier, ensuring opponents won't last long under the pressure. Inspiring Leader. This one makes your tokens hit harder and survive longer. With Myriad and token generation in this deck, your army becomes even more threatening. Ishin Two Heavens as one doubles the impact of every attack trigger. Myriad and token generation become twice as effective, overwhelming opponents with an avalanche of damage. Nahiri's Resolve. This one keeps your army mobile and unstoppable. By giving haste, a slight power boost, and blinking creatures, it gives creatures you have previously cast on earlier turns a fresh new start and help trigger Neriv's abilities more. Nayali Sun's Vanguard. Now this one gives your attacking tokens double strike, ensuring that they hit twice as hard. With Myriad, those tokens multiply, and paired with Neriv, the damage stacks up quickly, overwhelming your opponents in a flurry of strikes. Ogre Battle Driver gives your creatures haste and a power boost, turning every attack into an immediate threat. Rising of the Day. Now this one is just a great haste enabler. Card draw is crucial for keeping the momentum going. Sacrificing tokens and creatures for card advantage ensures you have the resources to keep attacking and applying pressure with Neriv. Aurelia, the Law Above. This one keeps the cards flowing as long as the battlefield stays active. Whenever any player attacks with 3 or more creatures, well, you draw a card. It's a great way to capitalize on the aggressive playstyle. Corrupted Conviction, Costly Plunder, and Village Rights lets you turn a fleeting Myriad token into 2 cards. Sacrifice it before exile and ensures that you get maximum value. Deadly Dispute is very similar to the previous cards that we mentioned, but you also get to create a treasure token along with drawing the cards. Craft the Unredeemed turns sacrifices into power. By sacrificing creatures, you can pump Crab and draw cards, ensuring Neriv keeps the battlefield full of threats, while you get to keep your hand stocked. Again, we want to make sure that we are sacrificing the Myriad tokens that we've created once they've dealt combat damage, to get as many benefits as we possibly can. Phyrexian Arena keeps your hand full at the cost of, well, a little life. The constant card draw ensures that you always have resources that you may need. Plumb the Forbidden turns a large sacrifice into a powerful draw engine. You want to be sacrificing a bunch of those fleeting Myriad tokens that you're about to exile for lots of cards. Read the Bones is an iconic mono-black card draw spell. It lets you scry and draw at the small price of losing 2 life. Shadowheart Dark Justiciar. This one turns any creature into, well, valuable card draw. By sacrificing a creature and tapping her, well, you get to draw cards equal to its power. Removal ensures that nothing stands in your way. By dealing with threats before they become, well, problems, you clear the path for your attackers, whether through targeted removal or sweeping effects. This deck keeps the board in your control. Crackling Doom deals with big threats by forcing your opponents to sacrifice their most powerful creature. Generous Gift is a versatile removal spell that turns any problematic permanent into, well, a simple elephant token. Mortify removes creatures or enchantments dealing with problematic threats. Pandemonium. This one turns every creature into an instant source of damage. Since we have lots of ways to create tokens and have creatures consistently enter the battlefield, it can quickly take out some of your opponent's key creatures or even your opponents themselves. Path to Exile. This one removes any creature from the battlefield, giving your opponent a basic land. It's a pretty good trade-off. Soul's Fire turns one of your creatures into a direct damage dealer. Use the spell with a creature that entered the battlefield this turn since, well, Neriv's ability would proc and it would deal double damage. Stroke of Midnight. This one is also another great non-land permanent removal piece. Permanate. This one eliminates any creature with ease. Warstorm Surge deals damage equal to a creature's power whenever it enters the battlefield. With Neriv, each token brings a damaging blow to any target. Protection ensures that your key pieces stay safe. Whether it's preventing damage or shielding your creatures from removal, this deck keeps Neriv and your army intact. Make a Stand gives your creatures indestructible until end of turn, protecting your army from board wipes and ensuring Neriv's assault keeps going strong. Rootborn Defenses gives your creatures indestructible, and it even has the extra added benefit of populating. Unbreakable Formation. This one is another powerful instant that protects your creatures, well, with indestructible. Your temple is under attack. This one offers a little bit of flexibility, either giving your creatures indestructible or, well, drawing you 2 cards. It gives you what you need when you need it. Mana Ramp is what lets this deck explode early and stay ahead. With multiple ways to accelerate the mana, you'll be casting key pieces and setting up your game plan long before your opponents can react. It helps smooth out your turns, fix your colors, and ensure that Neriv can lead an overwhelming assault as soon as possible. The faster you ramp, well, the faster the pressure mounts, and this deck is built to keep that momentum moving forward. The land base is built for consistency and speed, with a balanced mix of colors to keep everything running smoothly. Fetch and filter options, well, they help fix mana, while utility lands provide extra value when needed. It's designed to support explosive turns and ensure that you're never stuck without the right colors or enough resources to stay aggressive. Well, that is it for this Neriv Heart of the Storm deck tech. If you like this deck tech, like, comment, and subscribe to join the fairest community in all of Magic the Gathering. Until next time, keep smacking your opponents!